being coached by people who did Greco, being coached by people who did Greco, being coached by people who did Greco. Same thing with women's wrestling. And as we're talking about Greco here, we got some big boys in front of us. Angelo Hancock and Hayden Zillmer. This is the 4th time they have met in the past. Let's see, since November, past 5 months.
My goodness.
That's a lot of wrestling.
They are well versed at one another.
And the impressive thing about Zillmer to me is he tries to go arm spin early. The impressive thing about Zillmer to me, so he placed at the Olympic trials last year at 85, and he looks like he's absolutely every bit of a 98-kilo guy. And I was talking to Tracy before the match, said he is definitely going to try and make both world teams try and win 2 world titles, senior and a junior level. And this is how every one of their matches has gone. Zillmer getting hit early on with the passive.
Now he's got underneath the arm, though.
Angelo takes his ties very seriously. So both these guys trained under, 2 of the premier coaches. Tracy at the Olympic Training Center, so he's obviously got the main USA staff with him. Zillmer now training with the Minnesota Storm. He's got Dan Chandler and Brandon Paulson in his corner. So these two are about as highly trained as you can be in this country. And again, this is the story we've seen. Zillmer down early, Hancock taking the lead, and then there's maybe one takedown or one step out that kind of decides it. Halfway through the first period now. Zillmer burying his head a little bit. And now we're getting passive offered against red. The feet have not stopped moving. I really need
the pummeling hasn't stopped.
Right. I really need wrestling to kind of have a heat chart, kind of like they do with basketball, where they follow you around, they determine how many miles you run during a basketball game. I want to know how many feet kind of they traverse over the course of a wrestling match, particularly in Greco where there's a lot of pummeling like this.
He's going to go one way then the other.
Oh, watch. Tracy's got that lock.
Watch.
And now
he's going to go right then left.
Zillmer's got locked, but Tracy's head is higher. Zillmer kind of fighting out of it.
Do it. You won't.
And, oh, look at that. That was nifty from Hayden.
That was pretty slick. He's got a decent lock now, too.
So it should actually be 1-1. Zillmer should be in the lead on criteria. I'm sorry. I missed the second passive. My apologies, folks.
I will say this. They keep this pace up. You color me impressed.
There was a third passive on Zillmer, not a second passive on Hancock.
So the score's still 1-0 now.
Yes. I mean, this is almost what I imagine a Greco grind match is.
Yeah.
You have to pummel. You're gonna have to pummel for a half hour, dude.
Greco grind. They go for longer than that at the training center. I can tell you that right now. Half hour is a half a grind at least.
So we have a guy shooting for us, David Elias, over there, who kind of shoots some slow-mo stuff. I would like to see maybe 30, 45 seconds of that.
Of the hand fight and the foot motion?
From his vantage point. He's kind of right across the mat from us. Zillmer, the first one back to the mat here. So the interesting thing kind of about this weight coming in was we were all wondering where Joe Rao was going to be. Well, Joe Rao dropped down to 85. Leaving the hole open for these two.
Is his best weight.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a really small, 96.
Yeah.
Or 98, rather, excuse me.
So the door's open now for these two. And, again, Tracy has controlled the series, hasn't lost yet, but it's none of them have been blowouts, including kind of
this is the pace that I'm talking about. And they're going to say something to Zillmer here pretty soon because – Hancock is moving forward at a pretty alarming rate, keeping himself in position all in the same breath.
And as we get a passive offered against Zillmer, white paddled.
White paddled.
Where do we get?
Here we go.
Over-under position once again. This is going to decide the match here, folks. Zillmer going over with it.
2. Yeah, I think so. Oh, he got all that one. He got into that one.
5 offered, 5 confirmed, and that's going to do it.
Wow. No, it won't.
Chandler immediately throws the brick.
So they're going to say to correct throw.
So I would like to. So
Hey,
so Brandon Paulson coming out on the mat to make sure.
He wants the brick back. Give him the brick back.
So a little confusion there. I'm going to double check with the chairman. We've got 6-2 on the board, correct? Chairman says yes.
From what I understand, it was a correct throw was given to Zillmer.
Which is what I thought was going to happen.
Absolutely, and that's a good call.
Right, that's what I thought.
It's a good call.
Because I said Zillmer with the throw, and then
They wind up in a neutral position, scramble out, and then Hancock gets a lock, and he goes big on it.
Right. So I originally said Zillmer with the throw, but then I saw the 2 go up on the board for Hancock. That's why I said it's over. So my apologies, folks. But
if it did work out that they wound up,
Zillmer driving through. We're going to get a step out. One Zillmer. This is the highest scoring in either match that's been so far. 5s will do that. This is where stamina comes into play here. Cardio. Hancock not driving forward as much as he has been. But that 5 really looming large. Zillmer's going to need to win this one outright. Just over a minute to go. Zillmer really trying to fight out of these ties here. And the thing that I feel might hurt Zillmer here is that, you know, Tracy Hancock's been training Greco full-time for about 2 or 3 years. Right. Zillmer did spend some time and, you know, wasn't All-American at North Dakota State.
Right.
So that little bit of experience there might help. But we got a passive against Red, so 6-4 now. Once again, though, Zillmer's going to need to win this one outright. And Tracy not moving as much
down
now.
About 30. Yeah, he stopped his motion.
But still, though, you know, Zillmer, he's only really gotten the correct throw. We haven't seen him get a takedown. We haven't seen him get a throw, like a true throw, 4-point throw against Tracy. Partially because of positioning, partially because Tracy is, you know, a horse to begin with.
Now he's got a bite on a lock again. I don't know if he's going to use it with short time on the clock. Can't really blame him if he doesn't.
And the Storm coaches wanted a high dive to his back, but Tracy Hancock, man, we have had some awesome finals, Mike.
Heck yeah, we have.
We have been blessed. So taking a 1-0 series lead is Tracy Hancock at 98 kilos, Greco World Team Trials Finals. So real quick, I want to get your